Clipper seed cleaners use a combination of screens and air to separate good seed from trash. The air, or aspiration, lifts and removes the light material from the seed mass as it flows through the cleaner. It is a simple yet highly effective process. This video will focus on this air cleaning operation and the proper setup of your machine to achieve optimum performance and cleaning. While all Clipper seed cleaners operate in much the same way, this video will focus on our larger style cleaners manufactured over the past 20-some years. Your specific model may vary slightly. The air system of your cleaner is made up of several components: the back fan, upper and lower air settling chambers, upper and lower air valves, and trash discharge augers. You may also have the optional bottom blast fan. We will look at each component's functions and how they work together within the cleaner. Before we start, keep in mind that a poorly designed air discharge system can cause excessive back pressures and prevent the free movement of air from the cleaner. Make sure the system is not shared with other systems. A large number of bends, ductwork that is too small, or an undersized cyclone can also keep the air system of the cleaner from operating properly, no matter what type of other adjustments you make. A properly designed installation includes ductwork of adequate size with as few bends as possible. The cleaner should be placed with the fan discharge facing a short distance away from an outside wall. All transitions must be free from obstructions and sloped so as not to create excessive pressure loss. Also, be aware that current model cleaners produce a higher airflow volume than older models did when trying to reuse existing air discharge systems. In operation, a backward inclined fan is mounted on the rear of the machine. This fan is used to draw the air through the cleaner. The discharge for this fan is off to the side and is connected to the air discharge system. As the fan runs, it draws air through both the upper and lower settling chambers. The upper settling chamber draws air through the seed stream as it drops from the inlet hopper and onto the top screen deck. When properly adjusted, much of the lightweight trash is drawn from the seed stream into the settling chamber. The heavier trash settles down to the auger at the bottom of the chamber and is removed from the unit. The lightest material is pulled from the chamber to the fan and discharged from the unit to the cyclone. The lower settling chamber draws air through the stream just as the seed exits the cleaner. This gives the seed one final pass with air after it has gone through the scalp and sift screens to help remove any residual dust and debris that may still be present. This heavy trash is removed by the bottom auger assembly, while the lightest material also is discharged from the unit. The key to this operation is using the right amount of air in order to remove the trash and keep the good seed. Use too much air and you will pull good seed with the trash. Too little air and you will not be cleaning the seed as well as you could. Controlling the amount of air is done in two ways. The first is by adjusting the false air doors on the back of the unit. The second is by adjusting the air gates on the side of the cleaner. When set properly, the air gates and false air doors balance the airflow to give you optimum cleaning efficiency. Since the fan is running at a constant speed, the air gates are used to restrict the airflow to the settling chambers. The top air gate controls the top chamber, and the bottom air gate controls the bottom. But even when closed, the fan is still producing airflow that, in the case of light seed, may pull some good seed into the trash. That is where the false air doors come in. When opened, they allow air to be bypassed away from the seed stream and pulled in directly from the back of the cleaner. The further these doors are open, the more air is pulled in from the back of the cleaner. This further reduces the air drawn through the seed. Keep in mind that the top pair of doors are for the top air, the bottom controls the bottom air. It might seem complicated at first, but don't worry, it's not an art. When setting up your machine for the first time, you should open the false air doors 4 or 5 inches for large seed like corn and soybeans, or 6 to 8 inches for small seed like grass. Set your upper and lower air gate adjustments to the middle. When powering up your machine, you should always begin with the back fan first, and if present, the optional bottom blast fan. This way you can make sure the air system is flowing properly. Next, you should begin the shoe shake. and finally start the flow of product from the feeder. After product begins to flow, or anytime you make air control adjustments, you need to wait at least 30 seconds to take samples from the trash discharges. This time allows the trash to settle and the augers to convey it from the cleaner. Now you can capture trash from the top air discharge to see what you have. Remember that too many good seeds means that you are pulling too much air through the unit. Too few means you are not pulling enough, but you need to determine what is acceptable for your operation. Taking more good seed from the product means that it will be cleaner. Taking less good seed leaves more in the finished product. But also remember that some of this good-looking seed is being removed because it is lighter in weight. You may wish for this lightweight seed to be removed to improve overall product quality. When making fine-tuning adjustments, you should begin with the false air doors. Start with the top pair of doors. If you're not getting enough good seeds in the sample, close these doors an inch or two. If too many good seeds, open them up. After 30 seconds, take another sample. Once you start getting close to a desirable sample, use the top air gate to fine-tune the results. By opening the gate, you increase airflow. Closing the gate restricts it. Setting the bottom air is done the same way. Take your trash sample from the bottom auger discharge. Open or close the bottom pair of doors to get a close adjustment, then use the bottom air gate adjustment to fine-tune the results. Keep in mind that it is normal to have less trash from the bottom discharge since much of it has already been removed by the cleaner. Many clipper cleaners can also be ordered with a variable speed bottom blast fan. This optional fan introduces a counterflow air blast through the seed stream as it is discharged from the bottom chute. This is in addition to the vertical column of air produced by the back fan. The turbulence created by these two air streams further separates the heavier seed from any lighter material that may still remain. Balancing these two air streams is the key. You don't want the bottom fan to create too much air and generate too much dust in the operation. The best way to start is to locate the air indicator hole on the side of the lower air chamber. Mounted to that hole is a red ribbon that in operation should be pulled inside at about 45 degrees. You need to adjust the speed of the bottom fan to achieve this. Fine-tuning of the lower air components and bottom fan will enhance the quality of cleaning and have a noticeable effect on the finished product. Unless you are changing the commodity to be cleaned, from this point on you should only need to make minor adjustments to the air gates and possibly the bottom fan. These adjustments may be needed due to changes in the product from load to load, trash levels, or weather conditions. By now, you can see that in no time you will be running your machine like a pro. But remember, we are always just a phone call away if you need more help. And check out our website for additional operating information. Thank you.